have you ever tried to make music or a beat or a song and you're flipping through all these sounds and you're wondering why none of these sounds sound good? Nothing sounds inspirational. Well, this is my story on me finding the solution to that problem.
On the motors and the truth on the taps.
What's up, everybody? It's JK. I'm an aspiring artist from San Diego. I know I'm late today. It is Tuesday midnight. I took a spontaneous trip on the weekend for my homie's birthday party, and I caught like a really bad nasal infection. We went to Scottsdale. It was really dusty out there, and I've had this really bad cold, and I couldn't even focus or speak properly. I almost lost my voice. But yeah, this is how my week went by.
Alright, what's up, guys? What's going on, man? Monday is officially in the books. Alright. So my goals for this week is I'm going to try and start a type beat channel. I know it's kind of cringe. I've always been averse to starting a type beat channel because I don't want to be boxed into another person's sound. Haven't figured out what I'm going to call it yet. I might just call it JK Ultra Beats or something like that, just to make it simple. Priority is getting this type beat channel and finding these sounds. And I mean, the basic theme for this whole month is going to be sound selection, because I don't know if you guys have realized, but I've talked about it so many times at length in multiple videos. I despise sound selection. I don't like sitting around and scrolling through sounds. I want to go out there and play music. Alright guys, I've been sitting here too long. Alright, let's get this drive going. Can you tell me what the solution is? Can you tell me what's going on in the world today? Can you tell me if I ever have a say? Can you tell me if I ever get my way? I'm just trying to say all the things that I could never say to your face, and now it's all gonna come out. I have indigestion because I eat too much junk food. It's the obsession. I thought it was my turn. I can't expect that without no casualties. And the Lord and all his divinities, he made us have a limited, finite life. There's something so beautiful about finite. Nothing ever lasts forever, but I shouldn't say never. If technology got better, then maybe we could all get better as people and grow together. And maybe we can just fly like the birds in the sky and float like a feather. Yeah, and maybe everything could pass just like the weather. Every time I'll be clocking in, it's the 4 seasons. Yeah, fall, winter, spring. You know, if you're on my line, give me a ring.
Okay, so yeah, I was very, very determined on starting that type beat channel and making a type beat every day and working on sound selection. That night I did take out my Sequential Take 5, and that was a sound selection simplifying tool for me. But spoiler alert, I didn't end up doing the type beat channel. I kept putting it off to the end of the week because I had so many other things to do. And yeah, I just never got around to doing it. I just was never inspired to do that. And quite frankly, I didn't really accomplish that goal this week.
Hey, I be saying that I gotta pick up the slack. You get saying all the shit that you lack. I got it and I've been taking it all back, cause everything I get is all intact. Ain't no shit is gonna be left behind. Ain't no shit is gonna be left wrong. I'm telling you, I be on. As soon as I'm out the door, I'll be gone. Yeah. In the morning, yeah, I'll be waking up, sun hit my face. I get back up to my game, I be picking up the pace. I be telling myself that life is a marathon, not a race. Just got back from the gym. I feel really good. I've got a special announcement for you guys. I am starting a Type B channel.
No, you're not. It's Tuesday. You were supposed to do it Monday. I know it's July 1st on Tuesday, but you didn't. You're not going to do it, man.
I know. I've never thought I would do this. I mean, I did do this actually in the past. I'm going to be completely transparent. I tried making a Type B channel 3 times. I didn't like doing it because I got tired of sticking to one niche, and I don't like being boxed in. I'm gonna have to just put my nose to the grind and find these sounds and get through the struggles of sound selection. And then once I get a whole month's worth of sounds, I can continue on to the next challenge. And this is going to be really, really pivotal for my growth as an artist and producer. So just hit a workout. I need to eat, so let's get cooking.
Okay, so now that everything's fully transparent and out in the open, we can just sit here and react, and I can commentate on my struggles of trying to start this Type B channel and not achieving that goal this past week. And so in the process of making this Type B channel, I was going to focus on simplifying my sound selection process so I didn't have to flip through thousands and thousands of native instruments patches. So I was just like, you know what, I have this analog synth, the Sequential Take 5. I'm just going to use all 128 sounds in the banks to make music that I liked from it, mostly that 90s R&B dance kind of synthwave kind of stuff with lush pads, and started flipping through it. I started making all these loops and sound packs, and I was even going to send it to my homie so he could like organize it and make his own arrangement out of them. And these are the sounds that I came up with.
Alright, what's up guys? It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Thursday is my last day. We're having a 3-day weekend because of 4th of July. Thank God it's the holidays. Gotta love it. Can never have too many days off, right? Yeah, I'll be on the situation, I'll be on it, I'll be on the dot. Yeah, talking about every number on the clock, 24/7. I'll be taking you all the way to heaven, 7th heaven. I'm not talking about just a normal high, I'm talking about high on life. Not that shit you smoke off the knife, sniffing that coke every day. Yeah, that's what everybody they be on. They be on the drugs, they trying to get off. I'm trying to get on. Yeah, cause I be on 24/7, and as soon as you see me at the starting line, I'll be gone. Ain't nobody ever gonna wait, cause I ain't gonna ever talk about all this hate, cause I know the game Yo, what is up, guys? It is Thursday, July 3rd. I got July 4th off. Got a 3-day weekend. Can never have enough time off. Yeah, can I ever say that I can't come back another day when I'm a little bit more positive? Yeah, take that like a pill, it's a sedative. Knock myself out like, man, I'm so selective on what I take and put in my body, cause I don't wanna ever get stuck in the hospital. Every time I see this miserable fucks in the hospital bed, sticking needles in their head, monitoring everything they eat, and they ain't never fed, so they come out like a skeleton. Yeah, the muscles like gelatin.
All right, so setting realistic goals, because Motivation Monday is all about setting goals for the rest of the week. I set this really lofty goal of making a polished type beat every single day for the month of July. And I realized real quick in the middle of this past week that I was not able to do that because I felt that my heart was telling me to write songs and do top line and melodies and chord progressions. Setting a goal also entails setting a true intention of what you're trying to achieve. And my intention with setting goals for sound selection was to make a polished beat every single day, and that would help me make these beats that would inspire me to sing and create and rap over, and that would help with my sound selection. Well, I shifted my perspective from being a producer as an artist and just was like, you know what, I like performing, I like playing piano, I like playing instruments. Let me just do sound selection by just playing and thinking of melodies and chords and not have to worry about making a polished beat. And that just took off so much pressure and resistance of me trying to make something. And I just went with where my heart was taking me. And I noticed that I just kept making all these really good chord progressions and melodies and top lines. And I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I want to be doing right now. This is exactly what my heart is telling me to do. So refining my true intention on getting better at sound selection. Why do I want to get better at sound selection? Is it to produce type beats to sell on YouTube, to sell to other producers? Or is it something that I want to do for myself and my music? I've shifted more towards being an artist. So I was like, how do I find sounds that I like that would go on tracks and beats that I could see myself singing or rapping to? And that was my true intention.
We're in La Jolla, California.
Oh, this looks good. Look at this.
Look at this view, guys. Amazing.
Bird.
Imagine if you lived right here. You just walk down these stairs to the beach.
Now, the biggest thing about sound selection, and this is what you've all been waiting for in this video, the biggest thing that I was struggling with when it came to sound selection is a lack of developing of my ear. And it's easy to go and copy other songs, but you're never truly going to have that ear where you could just play a sound and you know what context, keyword context, when you play a specific synth or a sound in a VST, is your mind going to go off in a creative mode and think, I can hear this melody on top of this and da da da? That is what you want. You want that ear. You want to be able to play a sound and be able to think of how this would work with something or an idea that you're thinking of for a song, etc., etc. That is the true ability of sound selection. Selecting the right sounds. How do you get better at sound selection? By playing with the sounds, getting a feel for what they sound good on or with paired up with other sounds. Is this a plucking melody? Does that go with top line melodies, or does that go well with the bass line, or is that a pulsating pad organ that builds chords over a long period of times? It's context. That was my biggest blind spot. And after realizing that, I'm just endlessly creating all these loops, sounds, chord progressions, and melodies. The ideas are just coming out now, because now I'm not just sitting there trying to find sounds that go well with the wrong context. I'm not just sitting here being like, none of these sounds sound good. That was my biggest frustration. All right, guys. Well, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys don't go through the same struggles that I did, and by watching this video you will get better at sound selection, and you will learn to have more fun just getting in touch with the sound and developing your ear as a producer / musician or creative. All right, guys, peace out.